The Swedish Empire had one North American son, known as New Sweden. He himself had two sons, the future Pennsylvania and future Delaware. New Sweden only lasted about 17 years, because in 1655, New Sweden was killed when the Dutch Empire, which had gotten there first, came in and took New Sweden's land over. The Dutch Empire had gotten involved in the Americas in 1602, before the Swedish Empire. He had two sons, New Netherlands, which is now New York, and the future New Jersey. The New Netherlands ended in 1667, when the British came in and kicked the Dutch Empire out of North America. The British Empire started exploring the Americas in the late 1500s, and he had several children there. The first one being Virginia, and then there's Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maryland, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, and Maine. Back in mainland Britain, after a civil war, the British Empire was replaced with parliamentary Britain, also known as the English Commonwealth, in 1651. Then, in 1660, parliamentary Britain was chased out and replaced again by the British Empire. After returning to the throne, the British Empire had two more daughters, Carolina and the future West Virginia. The future West Virginia was left under the complete control of Virginia for a very long time. Then, in 1688, parliamentary Britain came back and killed the British Empire and then replaced him. Parliamentary Britain only ever had one biological son in the Americas, the youngest colony, Georgia. Carolina had two sons, the future North and South Carolina. Carolina had a lot of difficulty controlling her sons, and that's what led to her death in 1712. Then the American Revolution happened, meaning Britain not only lost his 13 colonies, but also a lot of land west. The French Empire began colonizing the Americas in the 16th century. Most of these colonies were under the reign of his daughter, New France. New France had multiple children, including Canada and Upper and Lower Louisiana, who are the important ones for now. Lower Louisiana had 6 children, the majority of which he just ignored. He had 4 daughters, including Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Mississippi, as well as Tennessee, and then 2 sons, modern-day Alabama and Louisiana. Upper Louisiana had a lot of kids, including 15 modern-day states, including Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, future Illinois, Missouri, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Montana, Wyoming, and Vermont. Then at the end of the 7 Years' War, the territory was split in half between Britain and Spain because France made a secret deal with Spain to take that half so he could have it back later. Spain started colonizing the Americas in 1493, meaning he had a lot of kids there. Some of which were Texas, including Florida, New Spain, as well as future Kansas and Colorado. Then in 1821, New Spain declared independence, which he won from the Spanish Empire. In 1821, he became the first Mexican Empire. The first Mexican Empire had several kids, most of which were born when he was still New Spain. Alta California, who had 4 kids, Arizona, California, Utah, and Nevada. Mexico also had Nuevo Mexico, who was the father of modern-day New Mexico. Then, in 1823, the first Mexican Empire was overthrown by the First Mexican Republic, who, in 1835, was overthrown by the Centralist Republic of Mexico. Then the Centralist Republic of Mexico made the mistake of trying to tell Texas what to do, who then declared independence in 1836. At first, Texas wanted to be a state, but he was denied, and for 9 years functioned as his own country until 1845, in which he finally joined the United States. Texas had a big border dispute with Mexico, which the U.S. inherited and quickly escalated into war in 1846. Oregon Country had several kids, including the modern-day U.S. states of Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. Oregon country was under heavy dispute between the British Empire, the Russian Empire, and the French Empire, and the Spanish Empire because she never revealed who her father was. The French Empire checked out after the 7 Years' War. The Spanish Empire checked out after the Adams-Onis Treaty with the United States, who started to lay claim towards it. The Russian Empire checked out at some point. And then the British Empire and the U.S. decided to split it along the 49th parallel. The Russian Empire was big on expanding to areas right next to it, so it colonized Alaska in 1732. In 1867, the Russian Empire sold Alaska because the Russian Empire went broke. The Kingdom of Hawaii was established in 1795 when its first king took over and united the islands. She had one child, which would later become the Republic of Hawaii and then the U.S. state of Hawaii. In 1893, the Kingdom of Hawaii was overthrown in a controversial revolution with some complicated American presence.